I accept and agree with everything you've just said. And actually, surveys in the last 12 months have revealed that the number one emotion for people not getting involved in politics or voting isn't apathy, it's anger. They are angry that it doesn't matter whether it's red or blue or any other color that's in charge. The economy is declining, life's getting harder and worse for everybody all the time, and they're angry. And so for the last 30, 40 years, and particularly since 2008, living standards have got worse, life's got harder, and people are angry about that. Now, the average person isn't apathetic. They're waiting for someone to turn up and say, well, here's an alternative solution, here's an alternative strategy, here's an alternative system that they could get behind. And they felt that the leaders of that new system were honest, decent, hardworking people with no conflicts of interest and hidden agendas. And so skipping back, I'm going to skip back. We do lots of user testing, audience research, and going back to Spermageddon and all those things. So if you ask someone, do you know what the MHRA is? They will say, I haven't got a clue. Do you know what the MHRA is? No. Most people don't. It's the Medical Health Regulatory Authority.
Right.
And so no drugs are approved, no medical interventions are approved, no new equipment, nothing is approved by the NHS. It's all approved by the MHRA.
Okay.
And so, like all regulatory agencies, their job is to protect us, the consumer, us, the public, right, from nefarious, bad actors. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Like they're a regulatory body. They should be. Are they independent?
Well, if I told you that 86% of their funding comes from the very companies they're supposed to be protecting, I guess.
Oh, yeah, but that's right. So that's, I accept that. But the issue is that a lot of these regulatory bodies aren't independent. They are looped around and funded by. So, for example, there's a charity that looks about alcohol and alcohol consumption that I'm aware of, and I think it's the Portland Trust or something like that, which is what he's supposed to do, supposed to help the country on drinking habits and whatever, alcoholism and stuff like that. That's all funded by the alcohol industry. That's not a medical. That's not an NHS medical industry. That is a problem with across the board regulatory issues that they're being funded by the people that might be taking advantage of them.
So there is, I think one of the biggest scandals is the MHRA, because if you ask all the pharmaceutical companies who fund them, is there another way that we could solve this problem? Oh no, we've got a jab, we've got a pill, we've got a potion or whatever.
Yeah.
And of course, the NHS ends up spending billions and billions and billions a year on their products.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right. There's lots and lots of other corrupt regulators, and there's not only the funding, like you just described, but also there's a revolving door often where the people go from the charities, into the civil service.
But David, I want to ask you one question.
Which got to stop, and that's why everyone knows the system is corrupt and it's broken, and politics is never.
And that's where I want to lead on to, is what's happening in the UK and it's happened in the US is popularist right parties. So Trump, and now it looks we've got an election tomorrow, a local election tomorrow. I don't know the results, but Farage in the Reform Party, people are seeing characters like that counter culture, the culture in politics, who are speaking like the average man, allegedly. I don't believe they are, but this is what they're positioning themselves. They're not the political elite like the Conservatives and the Labour Party are. Is the answer Trump and Farage, because they are arguing that they are actually representing the average person in the UK and the US? Are they the solution?